GameStop. Am I hearing this correctly? Am I reading this correctly? GameStop. In a Bloomberg interview, Ryan Cohen, which is the CEO, he dismissed the concern about physical media and said, we don't need that. It's irrelevant. We got to talk about this. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So, as I mentioned in other videos that are about to drop, I might have to buy a whole new camera. The guy who fixed the camera, or he ordered a new circuit board for my camera, the moment he gave me back my camera, I turned it on and it instantly went back to that same issue. He looked at me like in disbelief. And I said, brother, you just seen it here. What is the issue? He's trying one more time, and if not, he got to refund me that money. I don't know what to do, y'all. If you guys want to donate to my cause, you could donate 50 cents. 50 cents times, think about it like church, man. 50 cents times 50 people. Anyways, so GameStop made a bold claim today during Bloomberg's interview. And look, we got to break it down. There's a bunch of tweets here, but we're going to break down the whole spiel. So you guys know PlayStation dismissed the whole idea of physical media in 2028. They're about to discontinue physical media. However, certain companies will still be dropping some from previous games, whatever, but ongoing from 2028 forward, they will not be, dishing out any physical discs. Yes, you'll still be able to get a game case with, I guess, a digital card or a code that has a digital whatever in it, but you will not be able to get any physical disc media. Now, that caused an uproar in the industry because we don't know yet. I got another video on Xbox Helix, on the codename Helix, about the rumors there, but we all know that we're entering a space where it's going to become more dominant in the digital space, even though it has been for a while, but physical media has kept everything contained. I think the biggest upset is that people who went full digital don't understand that while y'all been chilling on the sides buying some digital content like myself, we've been coasting decently, even though there's been some price hikes with digital media. What ends up happening when you remove that other part right there, it's going to become like a free fall. And what ends up happening with this free fall is Sony's going to be able to price things, do things, whatever. It's why they're getting sued on their PlayStation market, because you cannot buy anything PlayStation from another CD key website that has any content relevant to their store. It's like a monopoly. What ends up happening here is that small little piece of physical media was like the last piece that can contain these corporate ass companies from trying to, like, honestly, dick you. I'm being serious. That was the last piece. So you don't own digital. You don't own your digital library. You don't own this. You don't own that. You don't own this. Also, we're going to just drop this digital only, but you're still going to pay $80 plus tax. You know what I'm saying? Because you get taxed. All these things. You're still paying for PS Plus, right? Even the free games you get a month are trash. So all that being said is why physical media is very important. But GameStop came out today. GameStop decided to speak about this situation and immediately dismissed it during their Bloomberg interview, and basically said, let me go ahead and read here. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen says PlayStation killing physical media or physical games doesn't matter at all. Do we believe that? Do we believe that? GameStop several years ago, even now. Well, I don't want to say now, I haven't been to GameStop in a long time, but GameStop, wasn't y'all model? You guys thrived off of used physical games. You guys did not like the idea of selling digital codes or digital anything at one point. You guys thrived off the idea that you could buy one, buy two, get the other one free, buy one, get the other one half off, but you had to match the price. And also just the egregious business practice of when people would sell in their consoles and games, they would get back like $200 cash, but they would get back like $400 credit. You guys had a business model that really was like, that predicated on like this whole, we want all your physical games, but we'll give you less in return. That's what you guys built it off of. But then I realized something. The reason why you guys are so confident, or I should say Ryan Cohen is confident in this model, is for a few things we're going to get into in a second. But also, I wouldn't say that this is not a concerning thing for GameStop, because you guys have closed stores behind this. You guys closed stores behind the fact that your business model wasn't working because competition like Best Buy, Amazon, Walmart, price matching, and better deals on eBay and other places were replacing your shitty business model. So let's go ahead and read this. It says GameStop chairman and CEO Ryan Cohen shrugged off the death of physical PlayStation discs and told Bloomberg to shift to digital. The shift to digital doesn't matter at all to his company. Now, That's probably because his business model dipped into somewhere else. This comes after Sony confirmed at the start of July that they will be stopped producing discs for all PlayStation games from January 2028 moving forward, which is one of the biggest moves towards digital-only gaming yet. The backlash was immediate, and PlayStation and players who still want to own their games rather than rent a license have spent weeks pushing back. Nobody owns their digital library. I don't care if it's for the moment, in the moment. You don't own your digital library. I just want people to understand that. If my camera's glitching, I apologize. You guys don't own your digital library. It literally says it in fine print. Every console, everywhere, they have the right to remove it if necessary. So when the boss of the biggest name in physical game retail finally weighed in, plenty expected him to share worry, but instead he could not have sounded less bothered. Why GameStop boss isn't sweating the disc apocalypse? When Cohen spoke to Bloomberg Tech, he dismissed the impact of Sony's decision and called the whole shift today it's totally irrelevant to GameStop, in quotes. He argued that physical game sales now make only a small portion of the business. We honestly understand that. And then pointed to where the money actually comes from these days, since collectibles like trading cards and Pokemon products have grown into the company's biggest earner while game software keeps shrinking. Ryan, the reason why you're so confident is the same way a lot of these scammy ass, look, I love a mom and pop shop, but there's some companies like all these weirdos on Whatnot that be literally scamming everyone. Because I think Whatnot's a great platform when you're following the right people, right mom and pop businesses and stuff like that. There's a lot of people who like to scam, and it's actually insane. It's extremely like crazy to see how people get scammed on opening packs. People be paying people to open up packs for them and they get nothing, but that's because they done burned the sealed clothes and they literally removed all the hollows from there. Just scam practices, pieces of crap. And Ryan, you guys wouldn't have said that prior to you guys making that switch to Pokemon cards. Not only that, you guys have a grading system too, where people can bring their cards in or their stuff to be graded. But you guys also got called out for adding extra dollars to the MSRP. I think it's called MRSP or MSRP or whatever it's called. However, for the prices of your ETBs and your Pokemon cards, you guys got caught oversell. You guys got caught overpricing these Pokemon cards. They sell collectibles, of course. They sell a lot of things Pokemon. And at one point, you thought they were just gonna go full trading card. And I understand to some degree. I'm not gonna hold them to this because at some point, if you don't change with the times, you'll be left behind. I think that's what a lot of the digital gamers are saying. One thing they're failing to understand is it's okay to change with the times while still having certain assets in place. Removing physical media, that's like saying removing movie theaters. All the antisocial, and I'm an introvert as well. I'm a little antisocial with certain situations unless need be, but I'm not a full-blown antisocial person or like a full-blown introvert. I have my situations, my scenarios. Removing the idea of movie theaters, but then we'll see that you would have to subscribe to a certain app in order to then hopefully not have to pay to rent that movie. There's business practices that just kind of hit different. We've seen that with the pandemic. So you guys thrive off of Pokemon sales, Pokemon trading cards, and all these other things. And I've seen the prices that you guys charge over at GameStop. It's egregious. They were selling one of the Prismatic Evolutions boxes for nearly $250, and I said, GameStop, what the hell is this? But it's because I think they also got sellers on there. I don't know. I just know that their used market is really trash now, but everything they're thriving on is Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised if anything. Plus, again, they're closing down shops. I don't think they're closing down shops because they're running low on cash. It's because the areas of which they're closing, they're just not bringing in any traffic. It says, none of this came out of nowhere, as earlier this year, GameStop reported that collectibles made up 29% of its quarter sales, outselling video game software, which is why Cohen openly framed trading cards as the natural extension of the store's buy and trade sell routes, routes. It says here, on top of that, he is chasing a far bigger prize as he sets his sights beyond retail entirely with an unsolicited $56 billion bid to buy eBay that the e-commerce firm rejected as neither credible nor attractive. It's going to cost way more money than $56 billion to buy out eBay. But GameStop, that tells you guys you are in the same ballpark of just scammetry and just all the bullshit, because when closing down GameStop stores, there's a few things to note here. You guys were underpaying your employees. You guys offer them some of the worst benefits. Discounts, the worst. They're your employees, for Christ's sake. They had to stay open at midnight for game releases. They missed out on birthdays as well, just like every other 9-to-5 person who may have to work so much. You also underpaid your management, which we all know it doesn't matter what state you're from. Managements were dropping like flies and they were quitting them jobs because it was not worth the hassle and the way you guys made managers treat the employees. You guys treated them like you owned them. Like that shit was crazy. Managers do not last long in GameStop. And because you guys couldn't find another manager, you'll grab a manager from another store to come to this one and they'll be sick and tired of the bullshit. You got GameStops in the hood and you underpaying these people knowing that they risking themselves every single day. GameStop, you got money and you did not want to pay these people, but you got $56 billion to bid on eBay. We thinking GameStop is running out of cash flow. Y'all going low on money. Y'all got $56 billion. So y'all closing stores off the strength. Y'all just like PlayStation, Xbox, and everybody else. No difference. Even so, Cohen shrugs, lands very different from the rest of the industry, whether that's hundreds of thousands who signed a petition begging Sony to keep the disc alive, or Hideo Kojima warning of a frightening digital-only future. GameStop, you guys know what y'all do. They entered the market as well, and they're in some of the best positions ever, I would say, in my opinion, because one, they get some of the best marketing whenever Pokemon drops. They get the ETBs. They're not like a mom and pop shop who needs to have an LLC, have a license, hopefully, and got to show proof of square foot to know that they sell from their basement or house, and make their house into a store. You know, some people do that with like daycares and shit too, and get a license for that. And then you got, I don't want to say no names, but there's a couple of Pokemon YouTubers who got LLCs and companies and retail markets. They get Pokemon or the companies to send them ETBs, but instead they end up buying their own product to unbox early in a video to have it ready on time for when the official ETBs drop, and it looks like they're making sales. I see the scam practices going on with Pokemon. It's fucking disgusting. But as far as GameStop goes, I've seen their prices of their Pokemon. In fact, I'll go on GameStop right now and show you guys. I see the dookie, bruh. I see it. Look at all this stuff. They are hot and ready in the oven with this. Let's go ahead. Let me F11 this. They're hot and ready for this. All right. Let me switch screens. You guys can see this right now. 30th anniversary. It releases 9/16. You guys know they are absolutely ready for this. And I definitely, what's messed up is I definitely want to participate in this. You know, some of the old school Pokemon cards, it's their 30th anniversary. I understand. I get the gimmick of it. You know what I mean? But this right here is egregious. Look at some of the prices that they're charging. Of course, the binders aren't going to be that much, but this little box right here is $49, y'all. Guys, sometimes you can see the retail price for this is not that much. I'm about to check it right now. This is bullshit. This should not be that much money unless it comes with so many packs and maybe I'm tripping. We'll double check it right now. Look, I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed, okay? I'm just going off of things that I see. They're selling it here for $49.99. I don't even know what store this is. $49.99. You get it for $47. You get it for $2 less for the pros. Such a scam ass practice, but because you see it like this, psychologically, for those that don't know, even with gas stations, you might think you're saving a lot of money. It's $1.50. Basically $1.50. This is bullshit. I'm telling you, you save a fucking $1.50 just to get that. But when you click here, if I'm not mistaken, is this the same one? $23.98. If I'm not mistaken. GameStop is charging you $49.99. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to make of it. But unopened, somebody's selling it for $23. I think the original price is $20. Somebody's selling it for $15 for $8.99 shipping unopened. There's so many places that are selling this shit. It's just egregious. So GameStop is making a killing because some people are so used to GameStop, they don't know that you can get things anywhere else. Their trading cards is out of this world. Their trading card situations is out of this world. Coming soon, of course, coming soon. These are sold out right now in the Pokemon store, but you can clearly see, look at how much they're charging for baseball, for box tops and all this other stuff, and all their trading cards, the Magic the Gatherings, everything, man. Like, it's no longer like GameStop is thriving off of cards, and you can sell your cards too. It's ridiculous. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. You think they bluffing? I think they're telling the truth about what what the trading card market is doing, and I just wish the trading card market would fail. I wish it would fail, because all these companies with their egregious ass prices, there's fucking kids that love to collect this type of shit. And you know, parent, look, start ripping. What the fuck is this? They're even promoting this shit. Power packs. Look at this shit. There's kids that love Pokemon so much, and it's sad that they're learning this in a way that is just so fucking terrible. They're never gonna understand like the real fans' love and passion for this. And people have always collected. Let's not act like this is brand new, but they're never gonna understand how valuable it is just to even have your own and not get scammed out of shit, and understand where not to look. Because why? It's so blatant in your face. Oh yeah, we'll have it, but $1,600. Look, I'm out of here, man. God bless y'all. Drop your comments below. Peace.